ఢిల్లీలో కేంద్ర మంత్రి వెంకయ్య నాయుడు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
Population and also based on the number of cities notified in that state. That's the criteria. Population of the state plus number of notified cities in that state. Accordingly, 100 by these states. So each state has got a particular number, which will be known to you. As a result, Uttar Pradesh has got maximum number, 13 starts, followed by Tamil Nadu with 12, Maharashtra 10, Madhya Pradesh 7, Gujarat and Karnataka 6 each, Andhra Pradesh and Bihar 3 each. The rest have got 2 or 1, depending on the urban population and number of notified towns. The first stage of the competition was entirely conducted by the states and union territories, with a little role to the union government. This is yet another significant new beginning in the annals of urban development in our country. This is the suggestion given by the Honorable Prime Minister, that the state should have more freedom, flexibility and choice. Visa designing, planning, finalizing various schemes. It would be interesting to know the broad profile of the 98 cities and towns announced today. In terms of population, 8 smart cities nominees are having a population of 1 lakh and below. These being Panaji, Goa, Diu, Silvassa, Karavati is Lakshadweep, Dharmasthala, Himachal Pradesh. Dharmasthala is in Karnataka. New Town, Karakata, Rajahat area. Pasighat in Arunachal Pradesh and Namchi in Sikkim. These are small towns that way. 35 cities and towns have a population between 1 and 5 lakh. I'm just giving the profile. There are 21 cities with population ranging between 5 to 10 lakhs. And there are 25 cities which have a population of above 10 lakhs and below 25 lakhs. And a set of 5 cities are in the population range of 25 to 50 lakhs. And more also. The 4 cities, Chennai, Greater Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, and Greater Mumbai have population of above 50 lakhs each. Population statistics suggest that a good number of 64 towns and cities are in the category of small to medium, while the remaining 34 are large ones. What follows from that is 64 towns and cities, by virtue of their size, are more amenable to pan-city action plans with relatively less requirement of investments, while the remaining 34 can be made smart by adopting area-based approach subject to resource mobilization. Out of the 98 cities and towns, 24 are capital cities. Another 24 are business and industrial centers. 18 are cultural and tourist destinations. 5 are port cities. 3 being education and healthcare hubs. These characteristics go to prove that making them smart would make them more effective engines of economic growth, besides ensuring a decent life to the citizens. 9 capital cities could not be nominated for smart city development, being Itanagar, Patna, Simla, Bangalore, Daman, Thiruvananthapuram, Puducherry, Gangtok and Kolkata, as the cities are developed themselves. In one sense, the inclusion goes to prove that selection in the first stage of competition was not swayed by the status or importance of the cities, and the selection was objective as per the stipulated criteria. I really compliment the states for this selection and proposal. Of the 98 cities, 90 are Amrut cities also, 1 lakh and above. Funds for these 90 cities under Amrut would be doubted with the resources being made available under the Smart Cities Mission, which is a clear evidence of convergence. The total population of these 98 cities is about 13 crore, account to 35% of total urban population of India, as per the 2011 census. Under Smart City Mission and Uttar Mission, about 80% of the country's urban population would be reached out with the objective of enhancing quality of life, which is the need of the hour. Friends, with the firming of almost all the smart city aspirants, the city challenge competition now enters the second stage in the next couple of days. We will release 2 crores each to all these smart city nominees for preparation of smart city plans. Urban Development Ministry has drawn up a region-wise panels of reputed agencies for assisting smart city aspirants in the preparation of smart city plans. States and urban bodies can call for bids from among those panels for preparation of such plans. This will save time. As highlighted by the Prime Minister while launching the Smart City Mission on 25th June this year, smart city plans should reflect the aspirations of the citizens. Accordingly, the plan should clearly bring out the details of citizens' consultation held and also the means of resource mobilization to match the needs of the implementation of smart city plans. This bottom-up planning for urban development is in sharp contrast to the Delhi-driven top-down planning earlier. In the second stage of city challenging competition, all the smart city plans received by the Union government will be evaluated based on a set of 6 broad criteria. What are those criteria? 1. Credibility of implementation. City vision and strategy. 3rd, economic and environmental impacts of the plan. 4th, cost effectiveness. 5th, innovation and scalability. And 6th, process followed, including the citizens' consultation. The evaluation will be based on these 6 criteria. The top scoring 20 cities in the first round of competition in the second stage will be chosen for financing during this financial year. The remaining will be asked to address the deficiencies identified before participating in the second and third round of competition. 40 cities each will be identified for financing during the second and third rounds. So if you are not qualified in the first round, you have a chance to stand for competition in the second round by improving your performance. Investments required for implementation of city-level smart plans depends on the ambition and aspiration of the citizens of the city and the ability to mobilize resources. You may want to have everything, but do you have the capacity? Do you have the ability? Are you ready for the reforms? Are the citizens willing? Is your corporation or municipal body ready to take up this challenge? Do you have the credit worthiness? All these aspects has to be studied. Investments required for implementation of city-level smart city plans depends on the ambition, as I told you, and also ability. Ambition is one thing, ability is another thing. Our ministry will provide 100 crores per year for coming 5 years. First year, of course, we will be giving only 200 crores. 200 crores to start with, because so that money can be used as a seed money to get external funding. That's the idea. Otherwise, 100 crores per year, but first year it will be 200 crores. The central government will be spending around 48,000 crores for the next 5 years on the smart city mission. States and union territories are required to match it by equal amount. This in effect means 96,000 crores will be spent on smart cities in the coming 5 years during the mission period for the chosen 100 smart cities. Additional resources has to be mobilized from other sources, including correction of user fees, beneficiary charges, land monetization is an important instrument to get money, debts, loans, etc. Additional resource transferred as per the 14th Finance Commission. Municipal bodies are given a good amount of money by the central government on the basis of the recommendation of the 14th Finance Commission. That money also can be used. And also innovative financing methods such as municipal bonds and tax increment financing, convergence with other central government schemes like Swachh Bharat Mission, Amrut, Hruday, Housing for All, borrowings from financial institutions, accessing National Investment and Infrastructure Fund from private sector through PPP model. Both national as well as international investors are looking for opportunities in the backdrop of recent financial crisis. People are searching for safe investment. I offer that smart cities and Amrut are the safest investments because the land is going to be there, the structures are going to be there, and the returns are also assured. To implement special purpose vehicle, SPV, has to be created for each of the identified cities to enable focused effort for effective implementation. SPV at the local unit, rather than everything being done from Delhi or from state capital. The states and UTs and urban local bodies will have 50-50 equity in the SPV. Private sector can also rope in with equity with the management control remaining with the state and urban bodies. Friends, the Smart City Mission and its operational guidelines have been formulated after a year-long consultation. I have consulted all the states twice, thrice, consulted municipal commissioners, had interaction with mayors, elected representatives of the people, planners and experts, technology providers, industrial and real estate bodies, related central ministries also. And I have also taken suggestions from people who are interested cutting across party lines. We had consultation on smart cities, while sometimes Congress, sometimes BJD, sometimes other party people were also there. So, friends, I still hear from some quarters that clarity is still required. What is a smart city in Indian context? I would only say that if one reads the mission statement and guidelines, it will be clear as what is intended to achieve through our mission. A smart city would ensure core infrastructure and give a clear, quality, decent life to the citizens and enable a clean and sustainable environment and application of smart solutions with economic context have been identified as adequate water supply, assured electrical supply, sanitation including solid waste management, efficient urban mobility with more focus on public transport, affordable housing, especially for the poor. That's why I have requested also to be here today. Robust IT connectivity and digitization, good governance, especially e-governance, digitization of records, land records, property records, etc. And citizens' participation, sustainable environment, safety and security of citizens, and health and education enhanced facilities. This is a smart city. If you have to quantify it and identify it. These are the parameters of a smart city. Degrees of difference may be there. Smart solutions should be adopted as appropriate for enhancing governance and delivery of services and public information, water and energy management, urban mobility, waste management, etc. This goes to prove that we are not just aiming at making our urban landscape look fanciful and flashy, and the prime objective is to enhance the quality of urban life by addressing the deficiencies in core infrastructure required for better living in our context. Expectations in various quarters may be high, but mission is very practical, realistic in its intentions and objectives. I would like the media please highlight this, because you need to educate the people. We need people's participation and cooperation. Smart cities require smart leadership, smart people. Without their cooperation, this cannot be successful. Friends, the states and union territories and the urban local bodies have a crucial role to play in effective implementation of the new urban sector initiatives like Smart City, Atal Mission for Regeneration and Urban Transformation, Amrut, Housing for all of them really, they require active, proactive role by the states and urban local bodies. The Prime Minister wants to bring a radical change and he wants to transform India in every sense. That's why we have converted Planning Commission to Niti Ayog. What is Niti Ayog? I just remind people, Niti Ayog means NITI, National Institute for Transformation of India, transforming it in every sense. So these schemes, urban initiatives of my department are keeping that objective in mind. So friends, ending scope for discrimination, selection of cities and allocation of funds under the new initiatives is based on the objective criteria like the urban population, number of statutory cities and towns, slum dwellers and urban poor, etc.